Namaste to one and all. And today it's a very historic occasion, and 75th of Azad Ka Amrit Mahotsav. I convey my special wishes. Happy Independence Day. On eve of this Amrit Gali, I have taken a small initiative under the rediscovery of Vidhan Sauda that Karnataka was the first pioneering state to lay the seeds of parliamentary democracy. Right behind me, you are seeing a monumental building, and this is called as Jagmohan Palace. In fact, this Jagmohan Palace is a center for the initiation of representative democracy, which was conceived by those days by Chamarajendra Tanth in 1881 itself. But I have a small resolution which was passed by then Sri Rangacharlu, the Diwan, and it is said that I would like to read out very, very clearly that His Highness, the Maharaja, is desirous that the views and objects which his government has a view to measure adopted for the administrative provinces should be better known and appreciated by the people for whose benefit they are intended. And is of the opinion beginning towards the attainment of this object may be made by an annual meeting of representative landholders and merchants from all the parts of provinces, before whom Diwan will place the results of past year administration and program which was intended to be carried out in the coming year. Such an arrangement by bringing the people in immediate communication with the government would serve to remove from their mind any misapprehensions in regard to the view and actions of the government. This was done, and this palace, especially this palace, is Jagmohan Palace. But the Jagmohan Palace was built in 1861, if I am right, by Jagmohan Palace. It was built by Mummadi Krishna, and it is a replica which reads like this. It says that it was built on that particular date. Actually, it is a huge mansion, and the housewarming ceremony was done in 1784, and this mansion name was called as Jagmohan Palace. The name, how the name came up, and you see the building here right behind me. The building has been shown. It is a temple-like architecture, and you see at the very beginning itself is that you have three entrances, and behind that we have a hall, and inside the hall you have a beautiful hall also, and beautiful hall also has been displayed here. And you see that the most important aspect of this building is the sessions have been held. And the first session, particularly the Mysore Representative Assembly in 1881 and 1907. Important aspect of this building is the sessions have been held. And the first session, particularly the Mysore Representative Assembly in 1881 and 1907, that is called as the first, the council session was also held. And look, here is also Ganda Berunda symbol. There is a hall wherein at the very hall itself, it is a symbol of the Mysore kings. And that has been reverentially held. And you see, even in the hall also, there is eight colorful glass windows have been decorated richly, capronized, and a lot of Saranic style has been adopted inside the building also. And in the building, we have four what we call as balconies are there, where the people can sit and watch the proceedings of the house. There was a stage where usually the king used to take the petitions. In fact, sometimes the king used to take the petitions, and petitions were heard. And the other one is that the darbar used to take place, especially what we call it as Navratri Darbar. And especially the high-ranking officers of state, noblemen, select invitees adhering to the strict discord. Especially they were also called. It was a grand spectacle, and none of the space was very vacant, and the people were given an ample opportunity to sit in the balcony and observe the proceedings of the house. That is one of the interesting aspects. And even see this hall. When we remember that this hall, usually it's a one of the architectic future, and the name Ramkrishnappa was a Shishadar who was working in Ambavila's palace. There was an allegation regarding industry money laundering. Later on, the truth came up, and the king called him. He consoled him, and later on, the king asked the question: What name can we? What was the name that we can make on the building? And he said that Jagmohan Palace, Jaga Mohana. Very beautiful. That was this, his name was nominated. This is how the Jagmohan Palace name came into existence. But much before that, when Kengal Hanumanta was there, see, as usually you know that the session was shifted from Mysore to Bengaluru. Later on, Crawford, who was a planter, who was in Sakleshpura, a coffee planter, he was very keen to see that the assembly and the council session should be brought back to the Mysore. And it took a lot of effort, and he went and approached the Honorable Chief Minister, then the Chief Minister, Kengal Hanumantaya. And the Kengal Hanumantaya, he assured him, and then 50% check was already given. But despite of giving 50% of check for the estimation amount of 9 lakhs, the work could not stand, and later on Crawford himself initiated, and he took an opportunity, and he built it. But when they were built, it was named as memorial. But for this he objected. Crawford objected it, and later on KV Puttappa had took over this, and nearby Gangotri was there for the expansion of the Mysore University. And this is how even the sessions were also held here. And in this hall, especially, what I want to draw you is that the 3 big decorative doors are there, moon-shaped lobby, the balcony, the colorful glass decorations are there. These are the fine, interesting aspects which we see here. And this is a place where the king himself was coronated, and this is a place where the first assembly and the first council session was held. And not only that, even what I mean to say, that the crowning ceremony was witnessed of Nalvadi, was witnessed by Lord Curzon. And again, 1909, brother got married, Nalvadi brother got, and again this place, this became a residence for sometimes for the family, the warriors of the family. And here the Vardanti as well as the Navaratri festival used to take place. Overall, the administration in the hands of people, Prajapratinidhi Sabha, the first meeting was also held in this. And what I want to say is that the Karnataka was a pioneering in the representative democracy. This is being done under the rediscovery of Vidhan Sauda, initiated by Srimati Vasanta Kavita, inputs by Kavita, editor Rajya Dharma, and news.